doing good, and I'm so happy that you're here. If you're new here, let me give you a quick recap. For the next 6 months, we're gonna focus on changing a lot of things in my life and really putting full-on effort into making big things happen, big changes. And now it's spring, so it's even nicer and easier to do this than back in February. And I'm super excited to, get to this week. And we're gonna be focusing and working on consistently on 4 main parts in my life: career, finances, physical health, and mental health. I'm Lucia. I'm a 30-year-old casting director who lives in Paris. And while my job is pretty amazing and I feel like I'm having a great life, but there's just so much that I want to achieve that I am really going to push for the maximum that I can possibly do without burning out. So I started on February 4th. So far I've been doing a lot of focusing on content creation, focusing on being more consistent with that, and also just going out to a lot of events. And now it's the 4th episode and we are in the end of March, and I've been focusing a lot on my work. I've been working a lot as a casting director during Fashion Week, and also I've been working on out to new clients, and I want to continue all that this week. But what I really want to focus on this week is my physical health, which is going to be me starting to exercise regularly, and then meal prepping and trying to eat healthy while I don't waste all my time with cooking, because I love cooking and I want to cook all the time, and I cook way too much and way too often, and I want to maybe cut back a bit on the portions. I don't want to do any diets or anything like that, but I just want to feel lighter and not tired after eating. So that's kind of the plan so far. And I do have some casting work to do, but honestly this time period for me, usually April, is pretty chill, and I really want to take this time to focus on myself and get me feel a little bit better, because honestly I'm kind of exhausted and I do not want to have a burnout. So yes, we're gonna be working a lot on the physical health part, and then also on the mental health, doing things that is good for me, that makes me feel good, and do a little bit of pampering. Anyways, let's get going and I'll tell you more later. I am going to get waxed because very much needed. Usually don't splurge on things like this, but I decided that this week's gonna be a little pampering week, so I'm gonna go there. And then I also want to get I saw at one of the shopping centers in Paris, they do some skin analysis, so I was thinking to go and check that out, if it's free or can I shop off the price or something. So that's the plan so far, but I'm kind of already tired. At least the weather is super nice. I've been buying a lot of Korean skincare in the past few years, literally everybody else. Whatever I saw on TikTok, people were recommending. But right now it's time to get a proper skincare routine worked out for me, and that works perfectly for my skin. They told me that I need to book an appointment for this skin analysis thing, because they're super booked, because it's their last week of this promotion. And if you don't buy anything, it's 15 euro, and if you buy something for 35 euro, the analysis is free. And I was checking, they have a couple creams that are not on Yes Style, but I think I would want to buy it. So I think I'll probably just maybe buy that 1 or 2 things, and then hopefully that will do something my face. But look, so pretty. I'm trying to find a bike to bike home, because it's a nice straight way to go home on Biboli. Okay, I don't know what happened, but freaking bike got some defect, or God knows. I parked it and I'm gonna walk home instead, but my legs hurt. had some exercise today at least. That's good. It's so sunny. Look.
Normally I save that until the end, but...
Good morning, everyone. I literally just did some Pilates. I realize every time when I do any exercise how bad my physical condition is. Pilates is like another kind of crazy thing to handle. So I'm doing the Toned with Alexandra, who's one of my favorite vegan food YouTuber, and she started this like channel for like Pilates and like exercises, and she has this like 10-minute, the 10-minute full body.
Hi beautiful, welcome to day.
I love her, she's the best. I just did the day 1. My plan is to do these 6 days and then continue doing that, so at least it's like a bit of a mix. And then I also do, she has like the arm and like these kind of stuff, so I'm gonna do the 10-minute one and then her like toned arms and upper body ones. This was really freaking hard, even though it's a beginner one. If you're like a bigger girl or like a curvier girl, whenever I'm like seeing girls who are like quite small and quite toned and don't have any like fats hanging anywhere, I don't know if I'm doing the position like correctly, because their body just looks so different than mine that like, you know, my tights are like touching the floor when I'm doing a side plank and hers is like, you know, in one place. I'm not sure if I was doing it correctly. I think I was, because it was hard. My skin is like super dry, so that's a bit annoying. I think it's literally from very loud. Let me go out. Way too loud. My cats are hungry, but they just ate, so I'm ignoring it. Move on, Blondie. Move on. They also have a box. You just ate. My beautiful child. Yes. In my whole like 6 months plan and changing my life, I only have like physical and mental health, but I'm kind of including like, you know, a bit of like wellness and all these like self-care things, because whenever I do that and I pay more attention to do all that, I feel so much better like physically and mentally. I was expecting that this analysis will show how shitty my skin condition is, but besides the obvious problem of having a really dry skin, large pores, and some redness, I was pleasantly surprised that I don't really have much like sun damage or wrinkles forming or any real issues. So she recommended me different moisturizer and serum, and I really want to start using eye cream also. But for now, I only want to introduce like 1 or 2 new products and change things whenever I run out of the current products, which gonna be soon. So I only got a serum, and I got this one like exfoliating serum type thing. Now I wanna get into working on a script for my next casting advice video, and I feel like I've been doing a bunch of vlogs and more fun stuff, but I want to continue giving some advices for people who want to model or just interested in this like modeling fashion industry in general. Finished writing a script, but I'm not gonna film now. But I'm really trying to do some videos that are not like 30-minute long. I want to do like 10-minute long talking head videos for the casting advices, where I just like talk about one thing and then that's that, not like a bajillion different advices and stuff. And so hopefully that's gonna be a bit more like in a digestible form, because I feel like in my other videos I talk a lot and it's kind of hard to go through all the points. And also it's better for my whole YouTube content creation thing, because hopefully that way I can post more often like shorter videos. I bought a bunch of dates on sale, so I'm gonna make some like protein bites kind of things. So I'm looking up some recipes and then I can snack on those whenever I'm hungry. I'm gonna use the dates and oats as the base, but then I have like some other things to put in there. I have a bunch of black sesame, so I was thinking it could be cool to make like a black sesame one because I love black sesame, it's the best. And then I also have almonds and peanuts. I usually buy these in like bulk. The Middle Eastern stores, they have the best stuff. Peanut butter, I think I might put in all of them. And I have tahini. I think I have some like vanilla extract and vanilla sugar and vanilla other stuff and like cinnamon and some like warm spices. So it could be nice to make like one of those. And then I have some dark chocolate, maybe not. Let me check. This is my pantry. I'm gonna let those like rest a little bit and then I will make little bowls out of them and put it in the quote-unquote freezer because we don't actually have a freezer. We have like a doorless piece of shit. They stay good for like really long time. I am tired. This was work. Also, you see how nicely organized my stuffs are? Like I have healthy things. Would be good to have some like actual proper fence where the kids can just like chill and enjoy. It's like 20 degrees in Paris, so I think it's gonna be time to do some spring outfits video kind of thing with like trying to experiment a bit more with my style and with the things I wear. Some coconut oil, hopefully it won't stick like crazy. You know, they kind of look a bit gross. Like, I'm not surprised that some people like cover them in chocolate because it's probably more appetizing that way. Like, the last time when my boyfriend's brother was here and he was like super hungry, he's like, oh my god, do you have some like quick snack? Like, I'm so hungry. Can I just snack on something quickly? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have these like awesome protein balls and they're super yummy. And then I'm like showing him this gross ass looking brown bowl and he's like, yeah, thanks, maybe not. And I'm like, no, but try, it's really good. Then he tried it and he's like, oh yeah, this is really good. I understood his concern, to be honest, because if someone would have given me this like poop looking thing, I would be like, ooh, no thank you. Look at these beautiful brown and black bowls. And I'm cooking some lentils. The dinner plan is to make some like salad with lentils and maybe some potatoes, something, or mushrooms. I don't know, or tofu. We'll see. Kale, zucchini, cucumber, spring onion, some sauerkraut. I'm really trying to meal prep as much as I can, but it's really hard when you have a very tiny fridge. I usually just cut up some veggies and then make a few condiments like spreads, dressings. I would marinate things, so it will speed up the cooking process a little bit during the week. Why do I spend money buying you a bed? I have this thing for my eyes. I don't really think it does much, but I'm gonna put it on and it's almost done, so I'm thinking what other product I buy for these babies right here. They are insane looking. I'm gonna quickly record my next casting video, which I timed this time because I want to know how long it's gonna take. Usually I record like hours and hours and then I end up just making like a 20-30 minute video, so now I don't want to waste time. It should be under 10 minutes, so let's do this quickly and then I have a bunch of other things to do today, so yeah, let's get into it. I literally timed my script and it was like 6 minutes and like 40 seconds and somehow I managed to record one 11-minute long video and then a 12-minute long video, so good job to see her once again. I went a little bit too into details I think in some parts, but I don't care, whatever, it's done, I'll just edit it out. But anyways, I'm done with recording my new casting video. Yeah, I just wanted to say that like every time when I'm recording a casting video, I'm so nervous to talk about my job. It's insane. Like I'm stressed out so much, but I do think it's important to share information. My cat is destroying the chair. It's a messy. Now the other one's going to destroy the other chair and attack my camera stand. Was at the protest. My boyfriend went home and I'm going to see my friend, try to buy the fabrics that's for her sister's wedding and see if I get something for myself. Probably not. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I should just use the fabrics that I have at home. But yeah, and then we're gonna see a friend. So I've been very socially active this week and in the past like week and a half. I should be really getting into doing some more work. But anyway, she's my bestie and she's in town, so I'm gonna spend time with her. This whole super productive, focused mindset can really make me feel guilty when I'm hanging out with my friends or having a slow morning. But I really need to keep reminding myself that in order to not have a burnout, I need to take time to relax. This week, I was really focusing on eating healthy and exercising while still working and filming content, editing, completing literally everything on my schedule. But I felt like I got nothing done. I don't feel like I'm making a progress in my big life-changing plan. It is really hard to see the progress when you're working on so many things at the same time and compare yourself to other people's progress when they only focus on one thing. I hope you enjoyed joining me on this week's journey and have a lovely rest of your week. See you next week. Bye.